What's going on, people? Welcome back to episode 3 of the Snippet Podcast with myself, Raf, and I'm also joined by my lovely co-host,
James, and we have our first special guest today, where we're going to be speaking about our Premier League predictions for the upcoming season, and we also have another James with us, James Crowley. James, welcome.
Hi guys, happy to be here. Quick one, I've known Rafi and James for a long time, very good friends of mine. So yeah, look forward to making some predictions with them.
You're part of history, mate.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us, Broski. Thank you for joining us.
So I guess we can get right into this, I suppose. So the idea with this one is we're just going to quite simply give our 1 to 20 for the upcoming Premier League season. We're all going to take it in turns. Who's going to finish first? I'll start, for example, then it'll go to Rafi, it'll go to Crowley, and so forth. So who's going to start first? Shall I go first, Rafi? Or?
I was thinking maybe we can get the guest to start first.
Guest, yeah, let's do it. Crowley, who's going to win the Premier League for the season?
Right, it's no shock horror. My prediction for first is going to be Manchester City.
Cool.
Standard procedure.
I think from looking at both the lads, they agree. Just too strong. They've retained all their players still. I know Vincent Kompany's retired now, but I don't know how the rest of the guys feel, but that's my first prediction.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think Man City will finish top, and I think even by more points as well. I think domestically last season they were absolutely unreal. And I just think Liverpool obviously scored quite a lot of late goals last season, and I can't see lightning strike twice in that department. Obviously they're still an incredible team, and that's why we'll all probably agree that they're going to finish second as well. But they've also replaced Fernandinho for next season as well. They've signed someone called Hernandez for like 60 odd million. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what he's like. But yeah, Rafi, what do you think?
I'm actually going to disagree with both of you. I actually think Liverpool might be able to bounce it back, because even though there was a 1 point difference between City and them, obviously, we know that Liverpool won the Champions League. They managed to bounce in and get some, just get some energy. They missed out on the Prem, but they managed to grab the Champions, and who knows, man, that might be their motivation. They might be able to grab the Prem next year.
That's a good point, actually, because I think Man City's motivation for this year especially will be the Champions League, because they haven't won it under Guardiola yet. Yeah. So I don't know, maybe they will focus on that, but I think with Guardiola he's always thinking about the league first, and then the Champions League isn't exactly secondary, but he's like, we've seen in the past with Bayern Munich, with Barcelona, he just rips it domestically. So it'll be interesting to see though. But so we jump on to second then. Rafi, do you want to go first this time?
That'll probably be a flip over for me, and probably maybe Man City. I mean, they'll probably just think something happens during the season. They might slip at the very end, and they just miss out on that number one spot. But it could really go to anyone, really. I mean, you've got some great teams there. You've got like Tottenham. You've got even like flipping Chelsea trying to bounce back in there. They came third, obviously, last year. But I mean, I would say Man United, but let me not talk too much in it. So.
Crowley, what do you think? Second.
Realistically, obviously, I'd like Liverpool to come first. I think Man City are one of those teams where they haven't got as much history, a bit of not a boring team, because obviously they play amazing football, but they're just like, Man City, okay, yeah, fair enough, whatever.
They're predictable in terms of they're going to win.
Don't really care about you, you've got no history like Liverpool. I'd rather have Liverpool win the league, but I think they're going to finish second, Liverpool, annoyingly, obviously. They haven't made any outstanding signings this season. Obviously they've got like Oxlade-Chamberlain coming back, which is exciting, someone who's a bit diverse in midfield. If they keep Mo Salah fit, and the rest of the club and the team are just quality. So.
That's it, man. I agree, actually. I do think they'll come second as well. They're an amazing team, but I just don't think they'll hit Man City to the top just because of how good they are domestically.
That's where the controversy begins.
Yeah, man. But my worry with Liverpool is that, like, if one of their front three gets injured for like a long period of the season, what are they going to do? Because obviously they're so renowned for their front three of Firmino, Salah, and Mane. Although having said that, there were spells where Salah and Firmino were out last season, but I don't know, they weren't out for very long. I don't know, quote me on that if I'm wrong, but. Like I said before, like they scored a lot of late goals last season, and I just don't see them pipping Man City ultimately. But It'll be interesting though, it'll be good. It'll be a wicked title race, I think. But yeah, I still think Man City will win.
Time will tell. So
yeah, third place. I suppose the first two were quite predictable, weren't they, in terms of who's going to finish first and second. But difficult. This is where it gets different. I'll start this time, I guess. So, pains me to say it. Absolutely pains me to say it.
Here we go. Up the Spurs.
For anyone listening, I am an Arsenal fan. But I do think Spurs will finish third. I have to be real about it because they finished
so
above
many dislikes for this now.
Trust.
Why?
But yeah, they've finished above us for like 2 or 3 seasons in a row now.
You don't think Chelsea will grab third place again, maybe?
Well, that's a different topic.
Did they get third? I thought it was fourth they finished last season, was it third?
Yeah. Tottenham underneath them.
Wait, Tottenham choked big time.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say anything as an Arsenal fan either. No, I just think with Chelsea, I'll get on to Chelsea in a bit actually because I've put them a bit further down.
Interesting.
I think, with Frank Lampard coming in, I'll get to those in a bit. Cool. But yeah, with regards to Spurs, I just think like Pochettino's obviously doing an incredible job.
Yeah.
He seems to be doing it without any marquee signings. But with regards to chasing the other two, it's not going to happen. I just think they'll be the best after Liverpool, Man City, really. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think.
I'll probably agree with you on that one. I think the Yids probably come in that position again. I mean, once again, obviously they've got that high spirit from coming second in the Champions League as well. So that's probably going to boost them. No major signings of yet, but if Harry Kane's on point as well when he comes back.
That's the thing, if he's on point.
That is the question.
That's why I've put Tottenham third as well. Like, they're just going to,
See, they're yes or a no from them, and you don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Cool. Should we move on to fourth then?
Who's going to get the golden gun, boys? In my opinion.
Yeah, go on, Raf, you start.
I mean, it's probably a bit of a stretch, but maybe Man United.
Whoa.
Maybe.
Man United fourth.
Maybe.
Ooh, okay.
No, they've just signed some fresh talent.
They've drinking.
They've just signed some fresh talent. They've just got that new little wonder kid from Swansea. What's his name? Daniel James, and who knows? He might be able. He looks really quick on the ball. He's got some good touch about him. Maybe he might pull out something. Couple goals here and there. The next quote unquote Rashford, but don't put me to it. I don't know. Probably rubbish at the end of the day. To be fair. They can never.
Oh gosh.
The lights have dimmed.
Yeah, the lights in the room we're currently podcasting have just gone out.
Welcome to night mode.
Should we continue or should I put these lights on? I'll tell you what. You two continue with fourth. I'll be back in a second.
Thanks, Lightboy. James, what about you?
Fourth, I've chosen Arsenal.
Good choice.
Just because, as always, they don't seem to sign anybody. They don't seem to do anything different.
Not having this.
He's back now. Yeah. Arsenal are a great team. No, let's be honest. They've got Ozil on the bench most games, earning over $200,000 a week. 350. It's awful. Embarrassing. Clubs gone in the wrong direction. Fans aren't happy. Not back in the good old days when you had Thierry Henry, Bergkamp, you actually had people that would play for the shirt. And I'm not an Arsenal fan, by the way. I'm talking passionately about them, but I don't really care about Arsenal. They can finish fourth. Happy days.
So yeah, with me, like I could spend a whole topic on freaking talking about Arsenal alone and what's wrong, what's right at the moment. But to sum it up, Arsenal aren't really going to make any signings because of the amount of money that we're spending on players at the moment. What with Ozil, you were saying $350,000 a week. Mkhitaryan's on stupid money over $200,000. We've got even Cole Jenkinson, who doesn't even play for us. Really, he's on 2-point-something million a year. Little things like this, and they add up, and that's why we're not really making signings.
It's just so much money splashed.
Yeah, and the beer's expensive.
But that as well. But I do think we'll improve. We finished 5th last season, and I think we'll get 4th just because of the frailties with Man United at the moment, and also
Chelsea's new manager.
New manager losing Hazard. And I suppose we'll get onto that when we reach Chelsea. But we'll see, man. We'll see. As long as we can keep the front two firing, Lacazette and Aubameyang, I think we can do it. If not a chance. Absolutely not a chance. If we lose, because he was top scorer Aubameyang last season, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And if we lose him at some point in the season, we are fucked. So, Rafi, I don't know if you agree, if you've got someone else in fourth.
I think you pretty much said everything, really, to be honest. I mean, it's all just about predictions at the end of the day. It could go one way or another.
Yeah.
Can't really just bank on anything from performance and, money and everything.
From 3rd to 6th, it could be any of them, really.
Literally. I mean, it's good to see Wolves up there. It was good to see Wolves up there, especially from how they've been performing. But, God, man, it's just a bit twist and turning. Everton, Leicester, all of them lot. decent clubs.
They're not going to make top 6.
No way.
No way, especially with all the new. But we can pass it over to James. You can talk about Watford because Watford had a really good season, didn't they? I thought they played really
great
well.
season. Yeah. Just outside of the top 10. I think we finished just 11th.
Was it 11th?
Yeah, it was 11th.
No, unfortunately not. No.
Just underneath West Ham.
Last game of the season, unfortunately. Yeah. FA Cup final where we lost obviously massively, but it's against Man City.
Matter, mate. You got there.
Best team. I think it was a good day out for everybody. A good day out. Like we're there to win it. Obviously, I was gutted. A good day out. I was just half time.
But you're going there as someone who thinks like you're probably going to lose. So there's
Wolves. Example: Wolves being at Wembley. We're 2-0 down. I was thinking, well, I was going to swear, but fuck it. Here we fucking go. 2-0 down, and then
it's fine. It's
2-1, 2-2, 3-2. I was at happy days.
Yeah.
Most people haven't seen their team come back from like that at Wembley. So
yes,
no.
True.
Are we moving on to 5th?
Yeah, let's do it.
5th and 6th.
Did we just speak 5th and 6th? Didn't we?
Nah, we just finished 4th.
Yeah.
5th. I've gone for Man United.
Yeah, same. I think you and me have gone for 6th as well.
Chelsea.
Yeah, same.
Decent goals. Raf? I mean, you know what? I'm not even going to go over the top with it. We had a good season when Solskjaer came in, and he managed to get us a good win streak. I think it was about 8 or 9 wins in a row, something like that. And then it just went downhill. You can't really predict it. I think people just really got their egos above their heads and were like, consistent win. Don't worry, we don't need to train that much. We don't need to put in that much morale for the team, and we'll just win for the next game. But you end up losing.
What do you think about Pogba for the season? Do you think he'll go?
Tell him to go, man. Tell him to go.
Do
honestly, just build a nice, good midfielder in the middle.
A nice, good midfielder.
What
is a nice, good midfielder?
Pogba's more now like the social media aspects. He's always on social media, new trim every week. I mean, how does his hair go back so quick as well? But at the same time, I think you get someone fresh in the middle, build the team around that, good delivery, good goals.
Yeah.
More to say, I guess.
For me on Pogba, there's obviously a brilliant player in there.
Yeah, 100%.
And he's I don't know what it is.
Yeah, somewhere.
The thing is that the media are out for him, gunning for him all the time, man.
Yeah.
It's a tough one, but the thing is with him is that he probably generates a shitload of money for Man United because of, like you said, the social media aspect.
Shirt sales,
all that sort of stuff. He's following on Instagram and whatnot.
Promotions.
I don't know what his numbers are.
Maybe 20 mil, probably?
Something stupid like that.
Shall I check?
Go for it, mate.
Have a little quick
Live check. We pause this podcast for... But yeah, no, I just think Man United will just miss out on the top 4. I think, like you were saying with the Arsenal fans, really, I think Man United are kind of unhappy with how things are going down and stuff.
Huge.
And they've just spent, 50 million on Wan Bissaka? Whether that will turn out to be a good sign or not, I don't know. But
essentially.
Yeah.
So Pogba's 36.2 million
36.2
followers on Instagram.
Yeah, so
that's
insane.
Really, is it?
It generates a lot of revenue for Man United alone, probably. But 6th, as we already discussed, we've both gone for Chelsea.
It's got Chelsea, isn't it?
Have you gone for Chelsea as well? What did you go for?
No, I thought Chelsea were going to come around 4th, 5th.
Oh, okay.
But
cool.
Chelsea's a decent spot,
So I think with Chelsea, with them losing Hazard,
big,
massive,
most influential player they have.
It's going to be interesting to see how obviously Lampard's going to be able to fill that spot for them as well. Because that guy literally covered most of the ground anywhere on the pitch for him. So
he's going to either have a good first half or a good second half, or a bad first half, bad second half. It's going to be an Ollie all over, I think.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think he's going to come in, have a good run, maybe,
it's going to go downhill.
It's going to go downhill when things aren't going his way. He was at Derby for how long? 2 years.
Yeah,
2 years got them top 10 first season, second season, playoff final, and obviously heartbreak for Derby. He hasn't got a lot of experience. Let's be honest. It's Derby. Big club. But let's be honest. Chelsea, who have they got? That's their like talisman.
Yeah, there's massive shoes to fill, isn't it? They've got that. What's his name? Pulisic, isn't it? But I don't.
Pulisic, but again, how old's Pulisic?
I don't know.
He came from what? Inter Milan? Was it Inter Milan? Dortmund. Oh, totally wrong.
Wrong country.
Wrong country. Totally different league.
But I agree. Actually, Lampard's going to be a big one. because he's obviously had such a big legacy at Chelsea as well.
Exactly, he's club hero.
And it would be a shame if all the Chelsea fans turn on him. Well, actually, to be honest, I wouldn't really care. To be honest.
like they did when he went to Man City. Basically.
But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I think they'll finish 6th just because they've lost Hazard and.
Agreed.
It's such a massive player to lose. So there you go.
Agreed.
So yeah, top 6. Done, dusted. This is where it gets tricky now. We probably want different opinions from now on in.
Oh, very different.
I think we'll spend a little bit less time on sort of 7th to, until relegation really, just because
17th?
it can. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just because it could be anywhere. But for me, for the best of the rest, I've gone Leicester.
7th.
Yeah, I've gone Leicester in 7th.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Just because Rodgers has come in, had a great run at the end of last season.
Yeah,
I think he's a good manager.
Yeah,
I like their young sort of development at the moment. They've got a great left back in Ben Chilwell. They've brought in Yuri Tielemans, who was great last season, and I think Maddison's a great player. I think he's probably a future England attacking midfielder.
England 21, isn't he?
Yeah,
great player.
And then if they keep Vardy fit, proven deadly Premier League goal scorer, I think they'll probably finish that.
Maguire though, potentially.
Yes, the defence is their worry though. Because like Wes Morgan, who's aging like crazy.
Yeah, but Maguire's there. They're going to be their rock at the back.
I suppose.
And if he goes to United, that's who are they going to fill?
Yeah, apparently it's like 50 million they're trying to spend on him.
50, numbers, the rest.
Numbers. Yeah, here am I saying, bloody, I won't spend long, but yeah, I guess we'll try and speed it up. Sorry, Rafi, what do you think?
Watford, man. I think
Watford.
Yeah,
I love that.
I mean, they're a really good club. Like Javi Garcia just pushed them to their limit, literally. Like James mentioned earlier, got him into a flipping FA Cup final.
Yeah, great season.
Had a fantastic season. Deeney was on point. All the other players out there, but I mean, at the same time, I was going to say Leicester, but I think Watford are just
interesting.
I really like Watford.
Cool. Yeah, Watford are doing well this season.
They've done really well.
Yeah.
They've done really well.
They've got no reason why they can't do it again. Seems like they're proving their doubters a lot because everyone seems to put Watford quite low at the start of the season. But
don't underestimate the underdogs, man.
Yeah, man. Did you say?
I didn't say my 7th though.
Oh, what have you gone for?
I've actually,
with me.
No, it's fine. I'm a guest. It happens. So I've actually gone totally different from you two. I've gone Everton. The only reason, so don't get me wrong, my 8th and 9th are very similar to your two.
Yeah.
But Everton, I think with Richarlison, he's had a really good, isn't it Copa America? Is that right?
I didn't really follow it too much.
Yeah,
actually,
he did really well.
The Brazil one, didn't they?
Yeah. So he's got like the hunger for trophies. It hates me saying that because Marcus Silva and Richarlison are ex-Watford players. Being a Watford fan, I particularly don't. Not like them. I don't enjoy them. Watching them. But I've gone because as well. Sylvie Goodison. What's his name?
Sigurdsson.
Other way around. Yeah,
he's top player as well. Good player.
Top player. Yeah, so they're my 7th.
Cool. For 8th, this is quite a shock one for me. I was surprised at myself for putting this. I put West Ham. This is kind of my surprise team for the season.
Shot, yeah.
Funny you say
bit
that,
of a change. Bit of a change in the
West Ham as well.
Because they just came below. They came below Watford, didn't they, or did they come above?
No, they came above. 10th. We
West
finished
Ham and then Watford. Yeah.
So I don't know. For me, I just feel like they're due a good season. They've had the last couple of seasons have just been a bit meh, and I just think like.
Recent news, Anautovic, goodbye.
And Anautovic, you were telling me before the podcast started, Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
But they really hit and go. Sometimes they have good games. Sometimes they don't have any good games. And sometimes they don't even. They fail to
don't even turn up.
When they're on song, they're good.
They fail to even back a goal sometimes.
They just don't have any exciting players like Felipe Anderson. Yeah, all right, cool.
Lanzini's come back.
Yeah, Lanzini. Yeah, again.
He's not bad.
What was it? Chicharito. See you later.
He wants
out. Anautovic out.
Yeah, you're kind of changing my mind now.
I'll change your mind because
I'll stick with West Ham just because.
Stick West Ham.
I think they're due a good season. That's pretty much my only good reason.
I've gone for my beloved Watford, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
Love it.
I think you two have already said we've held on to Decore. PSG were knocking. We've held on to De La Feo. AC Milan are knocking currently. At our doors, and we've said no. I think proven top 10 team at the moment.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, nice. Decore is brilliant. I think
he's
so good.
Player.
I think it's very good that you've held on to him. Raf, who have you gone for?
mentioned it already. West Ham.
Oh, West Ham, you got West Ham as well.
You did, yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, hope mine's thinking like it.
No.
Both changed.
Ninth, I've gone for Everton.
Fair.
Near to, I suppose, you guys where I put them. They're always going to kind of be floating around 10th, 9th, 8th.
Yeah.
They're a good team. They're a good team. Like you said, Richarlison, solid defence. Marco Silva's a great manager, obviously. It's a weird one with Everton. They're inconsistent, but
very inconsistent.
They get a string of wins and then they can kind of go a bit
Very strong at home. Very strong
at home. Yeah.
Away, dreadful.
Yeah, they freaking smashed us this season. It was only 1-0, but it should have been like fucking 3 or 4 at least. Yeah. Cool. And then who have you guys gone for? Crowley.
Wolves. Wolves. You know, good little team. You know. They just came from nowhere. They just signed good players that were decent, that had experience. You know, they may have not played in the Premier League, but they just hit the ground running.
They had the bigger teams running for their money as well.
Exactly.
They beat us a couple of times, and it was just like, what the hell, man? Like, how are you going to be unleashing that on us? And then obviously, you know, they were decent in the FA Cup as well. But
very good.
Yeah, they smashed us 3-0 at home as well.
Yeah, and a good defence as well. Doherty, like quality player. Like, they have so many good players.
Yeah, for sure. Those top two again, Jota and what's his name, Jimenez. If they keep those two as well, if they keep them 2 fit, it'd be.
And Nino, the manager, quality.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, definitely. And then who have you gone for?
Wolves, isn't it?
Oh, Wolves as well.
Easy.
Cool. 10th, I've gone Wolves.
Okay, fair.
So they finished, what was it, 7th last season? They were the best of the rest, weren't they? I think.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But I just think lightning doesn't strike twice. I don't think they'll do it again. But yeah, I think there will be a solid mid-table team, and we'll see what happens with them, I guess.
I'm going to go with Crystal Palace.
Oh, shout! Okay.
Push himself a little bit more.
Yeah.
But
nice.
This is where it gets tricky.
This is the problem. Like, it's all good saying a name and everything, but then when you see them play, they show that they have good talent and they can actually manoeuvre and play the ball well, but they can't finish it. And they flop.
Yeah. If they keep Zaha, I'd be very much inclined to put them higher as well. I've kept them lower in my list, which I'll speak about a bit later.
Agreed with mine. Wan-Bissaka made me choose them a bit low as well. Like, you know, mine was Leicester. Like, I think we've already covered Leicester. So
cool.
That was my 10th.
Yeah, nice. And just to add on Zaha as well, like even if he does stay, I feel like there's just going to be something in his head where he kind of wanted to go and he's just not going to be as good as he was last season. I don't know.
He wants to seek more. He wants to seek more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cool. For 11th, I've gone Watford.
Okay.
Same position as before, I guess. It's kind of a safe prediction, really. Yeah, they're just a good, solid Premier League team.
Yeah.
And fair play if they kind of get top 10, really, because
better than QPR.
Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, if anyone realising why the hell we just said QPR, it's quite a random team. It's because some of our friends are QPR supporters.
Don't know why.
We've got crazy.
Yeah. But there you go. 11th, who you gone for, guys?
I was going to say Bournemouth because
Bournemouth.
I was thinking, you know, like during mid-season they had a couple of decent buzzes and, you know, they cracked out some pretty decent goals.
Yeah.
But their goal difference doesn't say that anymore, really, doesn't it? And
it's a weird one, Bournemouth. They had a cracking start last season.
A really good start.
Another team
really
I want to talk about later. They're just an inconsistent team. I think Eddie Howe's had his fill. You know, he's been at the club too long. I think they need to change.
Yeah.
Big change.
Who are you going with, James?
Mine was West Ham.
Mine was sorry, go on, mate.
Sorry, James, number 2. James,
number
1.
Sorry, Crowley, just call me Crowley.
Yes.
And Arnautovic, obviously leaving.
Yeah.
You know, no one big West Ham 11th, thank you.
Cool, nice. 12th, I've gone Newcastle.
Oh.
I would have put them a bit lower, but with all the new funding they have, the new owners, I haven't really done too much reading into it. But Mike Ashley sold the club now, hasn't he? To like some Arab owners.
I don't think that's gone through. I'm not
has
sure.
Has it not gone through yet?
I don't think it's gone through.
Okay.
From what I was reading in the papers,
right.
Obviously, keen commuter. I saw that hadn't gone through yet, just because of, you know, Mike Ashley's obviously got ties in with a lot of businesses such as like BHS and this is about football. This is about football.
If they get the backing from those new owners, I think there'll be a good buzz around Newcastle. St James's Park, with the bloody sports director arena, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, Newcastle's top for me. How about you, Raf?
It was a mix between Southampton and flipping Newcastle as well. I don't know. It's just mix and match, really.
It's all a bit. It's just guesswork from here now, isn't it?
It is. Can't really predict it. I mean, when you see the minus goal difference and then the points that are just lower between flipping 45 and to 39, and you're just thinking how they're going to be able to pull through to catch up to the doubles of 70s and stuff, like the big ones.
Yeah, man. Crowley, did you say your one?
No, mine's a dark horse. Mine's a really dark horse. Cool. I think Sheffield United.
Ooh.
I think they're going to have a really good season.
Why? Let the viewers know.
Let me tell the viewers. Basically, I watched some of the Championship. You know, sometimes being a Watford fan, I know what it's like. Obviously, being in the Championship, and so I have to admit, some of the games are just better. They're a bit more lively. And Sheffield United were a decent team.
Yeah.
And I know they've already made a record signing. Can't remember his name.
I haven't got a clue.
But they made a big announcement of him, and I saw some highlights of him. And he looked quality.
Cool.
Obviously, I know it's not a one-team show, but yeah, I thought why not?
Nice. Cool. So we did the first 1 to 12, and for 13th to 17th, this kind of gets difficult really. I'm just going to say my 13th to 17th. I won't go into too much detail.
Cool.
So 13th, I've gone. Well, actually, this isn't in any order to be honest. I'm playing it safer. 13th or whatever is Crystal Palace. As I said before, I think if they lose Zaha,
agreed.
We've lost Wan-Bissaka. I think they'll drop a few places, or they're going to kind of stay around the same position. I've got Burnley in there as well, just because Sean Dyche stayed at the club. He knows how to do it. Keeps them safe. I've got Aston Villa to stay up, just because they're a big club. I'd like Villa to stay up because I like the big clubs in the Premier League really. My 17th pick actually specifically is Bournemouth. I think last season, towards the end of the season, they were absolutely garbage. I think, in my opinion.
What do you think Brighton are going down then?
Brighton have already gone, man. They're bloody in the Championship.
Brighton, Championship.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, man.
No, Brighton aren't. Hang on.
What, are they not?
No, they're not. They're Premier League team.
Yeah, Brighton.
Oh god,
they stayed up.
Yeah.
I must be missing out someone.
Yeah. Brighton came 17th.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh right. Well, there you go.
We'll speak to the relegations after.
Oh gosh, right. Well, on my notes, I've got 3 teams that are going. Yeah, Brighton are going down. But yeah, that's the 4th that I think will just scrape it. Or sorry, well, I put Southampton in relegation, but now I know about Brighton, I'll put Southampton just to survive as well.
Cool. Great. Okay, so from 13th to 17th, yeah?
Yeah.
So 13th, I went Palace.
Cool.
You know, obviously same reasons. 14th, Newcastle. I've gone 15th, Southampton.
Yeah. They're all just kind of there, aren't they?
They're a bit of a, they haven't got anybody outstanding anymore. They're just a filter club.
Yeah, literally.
That's what they are at the moment.
Yeah.
They're a filter club. They have no, I'm going to say it again, no history. Like, where's it gone?
Yeah.
And then for 17th, it's a bit of a difficult one for me, actually. I want to say Villa. I've been to Villa before many times. It was a great away day if you ever go to visit. Rich history again. It's not all about history, I know, but blah blah blah. Good little team. Jack Grealish, leader.
Yes.
Great leader. And when you've got someone who is...
Wait, you saying Villa to stay up, by the way?
Yeah, 17th, yeah. So because of Jack Grealish and the manager, they're both Villa fans.
You need a bit of that.
I think that's what they need. Yeah. That's my 17.
Raf?
I haven't really got any notes on it, but I'm just going to take some raw predictions. I'm thinking Aston Villa will stay up. I think the 2 new Donnies, Norwich and Sheffield, will push their way up to show their ground, see if they've got something about it. So that's up to 15th, I think.
Norwich got like 90 points, I think, in the Championship, so they should
be
a
cracking team.
I'm trying to figure out how I mentioned everything.
I don't know too much about them, but...
Didn't they have a player called like Van Winkle? Or Van
Volkswinkel.
Van Volkswinkel. Yeah.
70 quid for it.
Guten Tag, our Deutschland friends.
Oh, there we go,
basically.
And then just going to mimic what Crowley said. See Aston Villa stay up there and then Brighton just underneath him.
Cool, again. Nice. Alright.
Bottom 3.
I guess I'll start. So for relegation, Brighton. Last season I thought they'd finish absolutely smack bottom. I don't know how they've done it.
Woeful team.
And I think they'll finish bottom of the pile.
Woeful team to watch.
Yeah.
Stadium's in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why they put
25 goal difference on there.
Honestly.
36
minus 25. Last season, 36.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Boring team to watch.
Yeah,
sorry
boring,
if you're a Brighton.
Sorry, Brighton boys.
And I've also gone for Norwich to go down. It's not... I don't really have a good reason why. It's just because
they're new.
Exactly, yeah. And then I've also gone for Sheffield as well. Just there are some really good clubs. There are some really good clubs in the Premier League this year, and I just think.
So all the freshmen that are coming back up, they're just going to be getting kicked out.
Yeah, well, Brighton's the bloody one Premier League team that survived last year. I think will go down. But I think with those two, they lack the Premier League experience that the other teams have as well. So, especially Sheffield United. So I think that's probably why they're going down.
That's fair enough.
But, yeah, how about you?
Bottom three. So mine are actually all current Premier League teams.
Oh, okay.
So I think all the three new boys are going to stay up. That I don't think that's been done in I don't know how long, but I don't think it's been done in a very long time. So obviously Burnley, Bournemouth, Brighton, all the three Bs.
Yeah.
Burnley,
interesting one.
Burnley, they're one of those teams where they're just.
Burnley's just a name.
It's just
isn't it?
Burnley.
It's Burnley.
Where even is Burnley?
Where is
Burnley? Right, literally. It's don't get me wrong. I love Sean Dyche, ex-Watford player, ex-Watford manager.
Yeah.
I think they've got some great players. Andre Gray, Watford player now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good little players, but I just think a bit of a boring team to watch.
Yeah.
They're
the
team.
Get done though, don't they?
I know. Somehow, 85th minute they would get a goal, but they're the team that you'll watch for 90 minutes and it'll be 0-0, and you'll be like, oh,
yeah,
great. Then obviously Bournemouth, I think I've said that before. I think they need a change. Obviously, great town, love Bournemouth.
Yes,
very nice.
Brilliant.
Obviously,
good sesh.
Yes.
Lived there for a year. Thought I might add.
And then Brighton, I think I've spoken before. I just don't understand their. I think they've sacked Chris. Was it Chris Hughes?
Chris Hughes. Have they sacked him?
Chris Hughes. Yeah, I think he's gone.
No way.
I'm pretty sure he's gone.
Oh mate, they're down.
I'm pretty sure he's gone. So
Mate, how?
I don't know. But again, who do they sign? Anybody? You never hear Bournemouth, Burnley, Brighton sign anybody interesting.
No.
No one.
Three Bs.
So they're my three.
Cool, man.
Gone.
Rafi.
I've kind of mentioned all the other teams already, so the only team I actually haven't mentioned is Burnley. So it's a bit of sticking
Burnley? Burnley will go down.
Yeah, because I mentioned obviously joint spaces already for Sheffield and
Norwich
and Newcastle and all that, but Burnley, it's just Burnley.
Okay, cool. So now we'll move on to player of the season predictions. I'm not going to start first because I still don't really know who I'm going to pick. I have a few names, but Rafi, do you want to go?
Well, we know last year it was Van Dijk, but
the
year before it was Mo Salah. But
tough one.
There's just so much talent in there. I mean, blimey, man. I do want to say United player, but it's just not going to happen, is it?
Absolutely not.
It's just not going to happen.
Absolutely.
I mean, I would like to see someone like
It's very nice of you to say.
Yeah, just consider it to the team.
Consider it.
I would like to see flipping an Arsenal player win it. I don't know why. I just got this buzz about it.
So would I, mate.
But
What's going to happen?
Maybe Lacazette could just perform a little and a bit of a wonder on him, or maybe even another Liverpool player. But God, I mean, who knows? It might even go to someone that's just fresh in the game as well. But, I mean, I know I mentioned Daniel James earlier already because I thought it was raw talent.
Oh mate, if he gets player of the year,
player of the year, wow.
Just jumping from.
Give us a name, Raf. We want a name. Push the boat out.
Let's go for Lacazette then.
Lacazette,
okay.
See if he can push his boat.
Fair
because
enough.
Push his boat. Push his own boat, sailing upon the shore. Because when he did sign for Arsenal, everyone was like, "Oh, Lacazette, man."
Yeah, our player of the season last year. So he was wicked, man.
You had player of the season last year. Fair play.
Yes. We are actually somewhat good going forward.
Fair enough.
Crowley?
So the first person that came to mind, I just thought, absolute player, tactician, brilliant passer. He wears a light blue shirt. Kevin De Bruyne.
Yes, okay, cool.
I just think, what a player.
Yes.
I think he belongs in a team like Barca, Real Madrid. He's a passing player. He's absolutely quality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think anybody would love him.
Would you see him at Bayern as well, maybe?
Who?
Bayern. Would you see him at Bayern?
Bayern, maybe. Maybe, but that's another topic. Bayern are a bit, hit and miss at the moment.
Yeah.
The German Deutschland League's coming soon.
Oh,
yeah, so I think KB, or someone from Man City or someone from Liverpool.
Yeah.
I couldn't see anybody
Yeah,
else.
it's a tough one, isn't it? For me, I'm also going to go Manchester City player.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Between two for me, one who I'd love to see get is Aguero.
Yeah.
I think he's never won a player of the year, and
he's a machine.
He's unbelievable. He's so good, and I just it's hard though because you can't really say he deserves one because of what he's done in the last few years. He has to do it on the season that he's done, but if Aguero can stay fit the whole season, he usually misses like a good slice of the season. He still manages to bang in like 20, 25 goals.
True.
If he can stay fit and score 30 odd, I think there's no doubt he can get it. But more realistically, I'd probably say Bernardo Silva.
Do you know, I was literally going to say him as well.
Yeah.
He's disgustingly good.
Yeah, he's just his work rate is unbelievable.
Season.
Yeah, and
with Portugal as well.
I thought you were going to say Raheem Sterling there for a minute. I was going to be like,
it could be.
Maybe.
He was he second last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, but Bernardo was just he's Portuguese.
Yes.
Am I correct by saying he had an amazing season?
Unbelievable, man. I think he's one of those players where you know how you get a lot of teams and a lot of players that like have a one season wonder.
Yeah.
But not this guy, man. I think he's just got
talent,
work rate, everything about him is just great. But yeah, I'll go Bernardo Silva.
Good pair of feet.
So yeah, there we go. Top 20 player of the season done.
Relegations.
Yeah, man, I've enjoyed that. It's been good. Should we wrap up then?
Let's wrap it up, bro.
Cool. Right. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed Snippet Podcast once again, and we've certainly enjoyed having our first special guest on, Crowley.
Thank you very much for joining us,
very
Crowley.
good.
Hope you enjoyed it.
More than welcome.
And yeah, Rafa, you got a few words to wrap up?
Usual flex, guys. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like, share it with your friends. You can catch us on Twitter at Podcast Snippet. James has now started to upload the episodes onto SoundCloud, so if you're on the go on SoundCloud, make sure to follow us on there as well.
Yep.
And links will be in the description. Usual flex, don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date and enable the notification bell to stay up to date with our content.
Wicked. Alright. Thanks, guys.
See you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Bosh.
Don't forget to comment as well.